What I'm going to do now is try to get this upper ball joint out. I don't know how the lighting is here. This is always tough. I'm back in my corner after many days and weeks of just putting this off, but I got to get it done. So we're going to try and get this ball joint out. This one has to get pushed up. I'm going to go get my tool to push it up and pop it out. We'll see how we make out with everything. So that's, I can't see how, I don't know how well it's looking, but that's where we're going to go here. I had to see how this was going to work for me, but here's the one with the hole in it, the bottom hole of the press, and that's your ball joint, and we got to go up. So this is just an open sleeve, and this is the top one to hold that. So now it's a matter of tightening it up. Just tightening it up, hopefully, and popping her out of there. Well, let's see if we can get this a little straighter. At least what I think straight. I got a terrible time with that. Alright, now I gotta go. I'm gonna go get my socket that I need. My socket that I need for my top here. We can't fit the air in. Maybe I'll get a little oil for this. Some people told me in my other one I should oil this up a little bit. So we'll oil her up because we'll be using her to put the bottom one in and this one back in. So let me go get some oil, get the socket for this and the ratchet, and away we'll go. Okay, we'll put a little bit of oil on here. I don't think it's a bad thing. And, whoops, wrong size. It's still, it must be 7/8. We'll go get the 7/8. Be right back. Man, I'm putting all the pork I can into that, and I'm not getting anywhere. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Nothing's binding. That baby is just in there that tight. I think I might see what part of the problem is. No, that should be all right. Yeah, that got... Well, that's not good. How in the frigos? Oh, bitch. That went down through that, which it certainly shouldn't have. That was what my thing was. From here on out, I'll try to talk about what I'm doing because there was music playing in the background on the radio, which I didn't realize, and I actually got copyright infringements from YouTube. So they didn't tell me to take it down. They said I could have left the music in, but I had no reason for it, so I figured I would do this voiceover instead. Here what I'm doing is after getting the ball joint out, I am actually taking and just cleaning it up really good and getting all the rust out of there because it was pretty crappy in there. So that's the whole gist of that part right there. I will sort of pause here till I go to the next thing and let you know what I'm doing. and we'll just let the voiceover run. Hey, look at that. The guy had his safety glasses on. Number one, way to go, buddy. Safety third. So now what I'm taking, I'm doing that's a can of spray grease, and I'm just taking the spray grease and I'm greasing up the ball joint, good to help facilitate the pressing in of the ball joint. Some guys have told me that they actually have put them in the freezer to shrink them down a little bit to do that. I didn't go to that excess. It's not that I haven't done it on some parts, but ball joints hasn't been one that I had previously done it on. So we just went full bore. The fun part that happens here is I'm trying to find the proper cups basically to press in this ball joint. Not having, not using the tool a lot, it's slightly difficult to try and figure out what you want and what's going to fit. I haven't done, I've never done this style Chevy, but it's been a long time since I did the old style with the full rear end in the front on my '87 truck. So now I leave here and head over to the good old OTC kit to try and find another cup and find the right size to try and get this baby jammed back in here and get on the way. So let's try this cup. We'll put that one on, and we'll put that on, and we'll try and put that on, and then we're going to try and do this. And then I think we see that this isn't going to work. I should have something on the bottom there so it doesn't pull up on that. And yeah, it's just a little bit of a game. I've seen guys do these, and of course, if you do them all the time, you know exactly what to grab and what you want to do, but that wasn't the case here. And now, if you see, I have it on crooked, so we'll try and straighten it up, even though this whole thing isn't the best. It's not the setup I want, that's for sure. So we'll try and get her out of there and go get something that will actually work. Sort of funny. I bought some replacement cups. Well, I'm calling them cups, but adapters, whatever you want to call them. I had bought some replacement OTC ones, and after I bought them off Amazon, I actually realized that I could have bought a whole kit of a cheaper made brand for about $20 more or so than what I just paid for the adapters from OTC. But now I'm saying, okay, here we go. Let's give her a whirl. Let's see what happens here. It's yeah, okay. All right. Oh, it's turning. It may be pushing in. We look relatively straight. Oh boy, I don't know. Maybe it's binding here a little bit. Well, it's getting tight. It's still getting. It's still going, but well, let's see what happens here. And I have the big snap-on ratchet on there, and I'll tell you what, I love that thing. I mean that's better than my Sears breaker bar that I have. That thing's an animal. You can really get on there with it, really put the mustard to it, and it's actually the flex head, which I love that too. They're great. They really work well. So here in a little bit, I think you'll see that I didn't make out so well getting this in because as you can see I got things crooked and that bottom cup just didn't seem big enough. It was sort of binding. So maybe we'll reverse her and take her off. Just try and look and see what's happening in there. Let's get that cup off of there, the adapter, and we'll pull the top one off and let's take a peek. Is she still working? Yeah, it's still working. It's still in one piece. So we take that off. Oh, look, it's not going in straight. Hmm, imagine that. Well, no wonder you had the C-clamp on crooked. How did you think it was going to go on? So, back to a different size and a different cup. And oh, wait, first we'll take the hammer to it. I really knew this wasn't going to work. And don't ask me why I even picked that up, but I did. And, it's like, dummy. Just don't. So when we see that didn't work, we actually went over and got a bigger size cup. I don't know if I'm going to try this one again or not. I don't remember. But eventually I go and I get a bigger size cup and actually find some kind of setup that I sort of like in there. Yeah, let's look at it. Maybe looking at it will help. Let me see. Is that going to help? No. Just go get the right adapter and press it in. It's not that hard. Yeah, let's see if this one, let's see, it didn't work before. Let's hold it up there again. All right, well, that's going to be it. It's going to go into the final part here, and you will see that. Thank you. Okay, folks, unfortunately, this is where this video is going to end. I didn't realize it, but as I was putting the ball joint in, my memory card got full. And as I proceeded with everything, I couldn't get it on camera. So I figured I would at least post what I got and how it went. And actually, after I got the right combination of tools with my ball joint press, I got them in and everything went back together. Basically the reverse of the disassembly. So if you want to see how it went back together, just go to the disassembly video and take a look at that. And that would be part one of installing ball joints. So once again, I apologize. I'm sure there's some of you that will be actually totally heartbroken about this, but there's not much I can do about it. We'll try to make sure that this doesn't happen again, but shit happens. What can I say? So once again, this is Mike, the disgruntled mechanic, saying, just remember, if you can get somebody else to do it, you're probably better off. Check me out on YouTube. Subscribe if you like. If you don't subscribe. It's all right. So that's it for this one.